Hey everybody, I'm Joe the UCX guy, and look at me, I am surrounded by Meridian One M3900 series phones and a wonderful Meridian One cabinet here. What I wanted to show you is the fact that I'm here in a large lab where I actually am surrounded by all these 3900 phones, and believe it or not, they're actually running on the UCX system from eMetrotel. Here's the main UCX server right here on the main rack with four Option 11 and CS1000 cabinets running right into the eMetrotel switch, allowing you to run over 362 phones that are currently registered on the interface for the UCX. So basically, just like when you use a Meridian phone on the like an SL100 system or on a CS1000 system, you just pick up the phone. Let's say I want to dial this phone next to me. It's calling me up right here. Hello, 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 hello. So I basically have the same dialing plan and the same call features throughout all of the phones. So not only does this support all the M3900 series, it also supports the M2000 series phones, as you see here. Some of the Aries 2 sets. You get the hands-free, you can dial into different things, you know, the voicemail.
UCX voicemail, mailbox.
So we have the voicemail system, and it can be common across all of the switches and all of the phones. In addition to all these digital phones being supported, analog line cards that connected to the Meridian One cabinets also work. So I have an analog phone here, but I also have one with speakerphone right here. Remember these babies? These old Meridian 9417 sets. I actually had one of these in college in my dorm room at Purdue. I love this phone quite a bit. Let's actually make a call to one of these phones. So that's an analog phone calling a digital phone. So then I can talk through speaker, hang up, and as you see, I was connected on both of them. Pretty high tech. So you can use your analog and digital phones. And I should also mention that IP phones are also working on this as well. I think we have one set up right here, as you see. So thanks about the digital phones. We'll move on to the next category. All of the call processing and provisioning for the Nortel phones is managed inside the UCX call server, which is right here. As you can see, it has the green E on it. That is a UCX 450. So again, all of the call processing and provisioning for the Nortel phones is managed inside this call server. Therefore, there is no need for any CS1000 or Meridian One knowledge or certification. If you know how to work the UCX, you're going to know how to work all of these Meridian digital phones. eMetrotel has created this solution with a new programming language, Elixir. Elixir allows the solution to be very flexible and scalable phones. So using the UCX, you can reuse your Nortel phones and get many new features such as mobility, which means you can tie in your Nortel phones to your cell phone. Also features like voicemail to email, unlimited SIP trunking, embedded call recording, and many other exciting features will work with the UCX and your Meridian digital phones. With UCX, you can migrate at your own pace. Say you have your trusty Nortel phone and then you decide you want to upgrade that Nortel phone to a SIP phone from another vendor. You can use the same license and reprogram the extension to work as the SIP line with no cost and headache with licenses. The license can be reused for SIP, Unistim, or analog. All licenses are interchangeable between the system. So let's take a look here. Let's say you're tired of this 3903 phone. You can upgrade it to this i2004 phone, all with the same. So with the UCX from eMetrotel integrated with the Meridian One cabinets, you can do some pretty exciting features here. One of them is my favorite. Let's talk about voicemail. And remember the good old days with CallPilot and Meridian Mail? You probably always wondered who that voice was. Well, she's also here on the UCX from eMetrotel. So let's call the directory.
Welcome to the directory. Please enter the first three letters of your party's first or last name using your
It's so nice to hear her voice again. So let's also call the voicemail system.
UCX voicemail. Mailbox.
So as you see, it's the same voice
voicemail.
that you're familiar with.
Box.
Let's just say I dial the wrong mailbox.
Password.
Well, let's.
Login incorrect. Mailbox.
So just like she always was on Meridian Mail, she's very
Login
demanding.
incorrect. Mailbox.
It's very nice to have Joan.
UCX voicemail. Mailbox.
And then let's show you one other cool thing. This is something you did not have previously available on the Meridian One phones. Have you ever wanted to be able to page all of the Meridian phones at once? Well, let me show you how that works. So if you dial 700 here, Customer assistance on line 101, please. Customer assistance on line 101. So you can actually page the Meridian One phones, and that was something that was not available in the old days on the actual Meridian One system. You'd have to set up like a group intercom, and in that fact, you'd only could do a couple phones. You can actually do all of the phones on the entire system. So this is a quick little tour of this large lab system, eMetrotel system. I wanted to show you how beautiful this is. So many phones, so much equipment, all working off this wonderful switch and all of the Meridian equipment here. I'm Joe, the UCX guy. Thanks.